So it all comes down to this. It's Championship Sunday at the Hanwha Classic stage once again at formidable Jade Palace Golf Club. Leaderboard looking to go wire to wire for a fourth win of the year and second major championship, but she has been caught and surpassed by Park Ji-young. Wang Yo-min had a great round going yesterday before a couple of late bogeys, so she's in the penultimate group and very fortunate here on 9. Ball stayed out of the penalty area, now pitching uphill for her third. She's going to have that for par on a front 9 of 33 at the moment. Ji-young one clear of Yo-min, Lee Ga-young and Lee E-won both back at 10 under par. Third major Sunday of the season. Should be quite the exciting one with 10 holes left to play for your final group. This is the lady who's your pole sitter at the moment, Park Ji-young. Driver on the night, just trying to turn this one over right to left very gently. Vital to try and keep this one in the fairway. Second shot played over water, and that's a very nice tee shot for Park Ji-young. 2 victories on tour this season for Park. Up on the green, Choi Min Kyung was at 10 under before a drop shot at 6. This is an opportunity to take her back to double digits under par. A lovely try there from Min Kyung. 68 yesterday. Got her into the penultimate group. Ga-young bogey free today. Just the birdie back at the second hole for her. That finds the rather deep fairway bunker. I don't think she's going to be able to try to get it on this green in regulation, not when you're coming over water. Yo-min, vital par saving putt here. Try to stay within one of your leader. Well done, Wang Yo-min, gutsy up and down there. And a second KLPGA Tour title back in March at the Reeve Championship. Year one actually made a really good 20-footer just to save a bogey back on 8. All sorts of problems off the tee. Regarded as one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the KLPGA Tour, but that has abandoned her today, and oh goodness, this one is wide right, like it was on 8. It's going to find some thick rough. She's spinning her wheels since she got to the weekend, year one. Just looks so solid through the first 36 holes this week at Jade Palace, year one. Back-to-back rounds of 66. It took her 15 holes to make her first birdie yesterday. Did birdie the last to take a 2-shot lead into Sunday, but that has evaporated through 8 holes in this final round. We've seen this rough around Jade Palace pose its fair share of problems for the players this week. It's a very thick blade of grass, so if you're just not precise with your contact, That ball comes out with no momentum whatsoever. There's no energy into the ball, and you definitely do not want to be coming short of this 9th hole. You can see water protects the front edge of this green. Hwang Yo-min was very lucky to not go into it in the group ahead. Just has to be smart about this. She only trails by 2. There are plenty of birdie opportunities coming up on the back 9. There is no need to force the issue here. With the 9th, particularly, if you think about the angle she's coming in on that right side of the fairway, she turns this over even with good contact. She's not going to be able to hold the green. If she pitches it pin high, and that back bunker could see some action. Just about see the top third of the golf ball. Gives you an idea of how far down that's nestled. Just to lay up, and that is a really wise play there from year one. So we have to try to get up and down from there. Still 10 under. And that's the ball of Lee Dai-young. Surely going to be a layup for her as well with that steep lip. Clips the lip, and that's a mistake. Maybe just tried to get too much club on it. Oh, now all sorts of problems on 9. Opportunity to press her advantage. Only one in this group to hit the fairway. She can go on the attack here, but still will have to air up a little bit right of this flag. Excellent shot from Park Ji-young, who's established herself as one of the premier talents on the KLPGA Tour over the last year or so. Don't want to compound the error here. Certainly thinking bogey is the most likely outcome. Just don't want to bring double bogey into the equation. So just be prudent here. Make sure you cover that front edge. Just look out a little bit right of this pin. It's a much better looking line than the one that Hwang Yo-min had in this left rough earlier on. Oh dear. When we saw it pitch, did it stay out of the water? It's one of those times you're hoping the rough is thicker. Oh, yeah. Just getting a little bit messy for her at the 9th. Year one's third. Let's be inside of 80 meters from here. We were at 78. Similar distance to the one she had yesterday coming into the final hole, where she stuck it close, and that's the advantage of a good wedge game. Find some trouble off the tee. Give yourself a look, a number at a wedge that you like. Gives you a chance to save a par. Hwang Yo-min, remember 24 hours ago still on this tee and almost canned it for an albatross. It's the drivable par 4 10. I think one of the best holes we play all year on the KLPGA Tour. Pitched it in a great spot. Almost in for a 1. Didn't make the eagle, but a 2-putt birdie took Hwang Yo-min up to 8 under par at that point. It was the middle birdie and a 5-in-a-row run that saw her vault into contention. As the procession marches ever on up the 9th, can Park Ji-young extend her lead? Can year 1 stay in touch? Choi Min Kyung, she's just going with a rescue club with the conservative approach. You see that chunk of fairway out to the left-hand side. Still not an easy target to hit from elevation. She'll find it. Looks like that ball stayed dry for Young. She's still in the penalty area. Just coming out that very unpredictable wispy rough. Certainly can't expect any sort of check on this one. To play a releasing kind of shot. Uphill as well. She's really got to be committed to give this a good thump. Not too positive. And that's going to go racing across the other side of the green. Young will have that to drop just 1. Could be an expensive hole for her at the end of play today. Can't afford to be giving up shots to the championship leader Park Ji-young. Such a great front runner. Driver for Yo-min at 10. Hit a hard sliding cut into this. Is it cutting enough? Not quite. So Ji-young to open up a 2-shot advantage heading into the back 9 on Sunday. The opportunity here for Park. Great effort. It was a game of catch me if you can starting the day. Ji-young's caught here 1. Some excellent golf, 3 birdies in a row. Middle of a front 9. It's giving her a 1-shot advantage. Hwang Yo-min. Chasing his second major crown. Really is such a gorgeous setting at 9th green at Jade Palace. Iconic waterfall down the right-hand side of the putting surface as we go up to 10, and Choi Min Kyung's second. It's a little hump she must cover, about 15 feet short of the pin. She'll get good amount of spin on this, coming in with the full wedge. Great shot. So Guy Young for bogey now at 9. Downhiller, which will slide from left to right. Valiant effort that ultimately pays the price for a very poor tee shot. Made a putt longer than this for a bogey back at 8. Just be outside left edge. Slippery one. Downhill. Stay within 2. Oh, just powered it through the break. What was a 2-shot lead at the beginning of the day has now turned into a 3-shot deficit for EA1. It is all starting to go wrong for the 21-year-old this weekend at Jade Palace. Expensive have been her mistakes over the last 48 hours. Ji Young to tidy up for par. Done. Certainly the front runner now, Park Ji Young. Yeoman off a slight downslope, pitching to a green that runs away from her and coming out of rough. The only way I can see her getting this close is a little bit of faith. Really open up that club face, get your weight onto that front foot. So swing along the angle of the slope, try and get good elevation on this. You can only really land this maybe just past the fringe. Try and use the contours of the green to get it into that little bowl where the pin's cut today. There's that big first bounce. It needs to settle. That's the problem. Go for the green at 10. You miss it left. It's tricky out there. Yukina. 65 yesterday. Low round of the week. Got her into this position. Level par for Championship Sunday, and that is going to go rolling by a couple of feet. Dear. Careless there. 3-putt for Gina. Falls back to 6 under. Choi-Min-kyung played the hole conservatively, and she's got the best look at birdie here. Just outside right edge with good pace. Well done, Choi-Min-kyung. She's battling hard, gets within 2. Moves into solo third. Let's see, what will Park Ji-young do here? The driver, stay aggressive, or opt for the conservative play like Min Kyung? Just look out towards that fairway. Min pitched it up to here for her third. Tricky little slider left for par. No heroics on 10 this Sunday for Hwang Yo-min. Here's your answer. It's the big stick for Park Ji-young, and you're driving it as well as she is. Why not? Funnily enough, the easiest place to leave yourself to get up and down on 10 is right at the green, but push it too far right and it's reload off the tee. Starting left of the green, but not turning back. See a lot of balls down there, but that looks like a bit of a flatter lie than the one that Hwang Yo-min found herself in. I don't blame her at all. Let's go with the hybrid here. That driver has been sent to the naughty corner after its performance on the front nine.
노멀하게 치면 돼. 실례하겠습니다.
Also going with hybrid. And for position, not power at the 10th, but oh, she looks like she's out of position there. That was a squirrely one. At 11, Choi Min Kyung. Shape of this hole calls for some kind of left to right shot shape. Kyung using the far left of the tee, trying to start it at that last trap. Just work a cut off that one. Excellent shot. Good tempo there from Choi Min Kyung. Going with the 3-wood here, like she did yesterday. Picks running through the fairway out of the equation. Smart shot selection there, thinking very clearly. There's Hwang Yo-min. Get this shot from year one on Friday. A hole out eagle 2 that vaulted her up the leaderboard en route to that second straight 66. It feels like a lifetime ago right now though for year one. Really come back down to earth since the weekend rolled around. Staring down a 3-shot deficit, which again, in the pressure of Major Championship Sunday, that's nothing. That's a scary pin. Looks innocuous, but just a little bit too much heat on it. You don't quite get spin on your second shot. Easy for that ball to funnel off back right corner of the green. Problems after missing the fairway here for Lee Ga-young. You can see the severity of the slope, that left-hand side of the green that kicks everything towards that runoff. So land this halfway up the green, left edge, and then just let it feed. That's what she's tried to do. And she has played that to perfection. Excellent stuff from Ga-young. shot just ran through the fairway into the rough, so minimal control afforded to her here. Is that going to try and work back towards the pin? No. Young. You saw what this can do. And watch Hwang Yo-min in a similar spot earlier on. So tough to try to land it in the right spot. Just have it take a soft bounce. Much more height on that one. Ji Young. Easy, easy. That's the problem. Just feeds through to the other side, but that should be okay. Nothing disastrous there, of course. Into the back nine Sunday at the Hanwha with Park Ji-young, one clear of Hwang Yo-min and two ahead of Choi Min-kyung, with your overnight leader EA1 slipping down into solo fourth. workable, this one, for Park Ji-young, only just off the edge of the green. First bounce is going to kick to the right, pitching into an upslope, so it can be aggressive. Straight up flubbed that one. It's a little heavy, a little nervy, if we're being honest. But her closest pursuer, Hwang Yeo-min. Good tee shot at the 11th, but coming in from a little bit further back, having hit 3-wood off the tee. She's got 8 iron. Didn't make very solid contact with that one, out short right. Yeah, one. Putt that moves quite hard off her left. It is for birdie. That speed wasn't high enough, wasn't hard enough. Min Kyung, much shorter club in for her second into 11. Also a very poor shot there from Choi. Double break of this. Looks like he wants to move left at the start, but certainly falls right at the end. Yes, well read and nicely hold for Lee Ga-young. Great bounce back birdie. So hugely important par saving putt for Park Ji-young. She's up to the task. She's not going to beat herself, Ji-young. Someone's going to have to come and claim this championship from her. Yeo-min going with the lob wedge here, trying to take that little bunker shoulder out of play, throw it into the flat with a bit of check. Like she decelerated into that. It's nowhere near where she was trying to land it. Ga-young likes to work a little bit of a cut more often than not, so this tee shot sets up well to her eye. Min Kyung give this a pretty decent hit. Slow over that hill. A little too aggressive there. Such a remarkable ability to work the ball both directions very comfortably. Park Ji-young, so many of the KLPGA Tour girls pretty much play a stock draw, but Ji-young just as comfortable and adept at moving it left to right. The misses with this club have been outright. It's Need to batten down the hatches, try and put good swings with good tempo. Much better there from year one. Smoother transition, and hey, a fairway found. It's going to be a welcome relief for year one. Min. Par putt here. She will suffer her first bogey of Championship Sunday at 11. Park Ji-young's lead grows to 2. Min Kyung. Goodness. Mistake as well. 2 good tee shots and 2 bogeys from Yo Min and Min Kyung at 11. We gaze back down the 11th fairway from high above the green. See the ball there of Guy Young once again just in the rough. Poor angle here, coming over the greenside bunker. Unfortunately, some poor driving for Guy Young, has left her handcuffed as far as aggressive options to try and attack some pins. Pretty much forced to play conservatively right now. Started far enough right, and even though that's not on the green, she's given herself enough real estate to work with, and she's a little bit further up where that shoulder doesn't come into the equation as much as it did for Yo Min or Min Kyung. Now year one, fairway safely found, needs to try and find a way to attack. poor, absolutely inexcusable shot from here one, middle of the fairway. No problems at all, and misses her number. At least a club too long there. Don't expect to see this lady make the same mistake. Ji Young leads by 2. Expect this one to start at the TV tower. Up to the par 5 12th and Choi Min Kyung after that frustrating drop shot at 11. He's got driver. Just a couple of moments ago, now live with Hwang Yo-min. This one bleeding off a little right though for Hwang. Just creeps into that right rough. Guy Young is going to play up first. Expect kind of low little chaser here from the right edge of the green. Good touch there. She flown the green. She's ended up in some of the thickest rough you're going to see on this 11th hole. You want very much a hit and hope coming out of this thick cabbage. Inexcusable mistakes racking up for The lady who was looking to go wire to wire here at the Hanwha. Up to 12, and Choi Min Kyung's second shot, just laying it up.
공이 이렇게 움직였는데 제자리에 좀 놓을게요. 이렇게 움직여서 이렇게 다시 좋아.
Ji-young, with everyone stumbling around her, she's kept a level head. Made some very solid golf and has this outside chance to stretch her lead. Oh, indeed! Park Ji-young, a fourth birdie of the day, a 3-shot lead. Just dominant stuff right now. Seeking that 10th KLPGA Tour title. Have another look at this from behind the hole. Never looked like missing there. Center cut, perfect pace. Absolutely relentless. It's all that. Yeah, one. It's just seeing Park Ji-young right off into the distance. If this doesn't go, she's going to find herself 5 shots back. Unbeknownst to her, she's getting further away from Park Ji-young right now. Task in front of her, just give yourself a nice number, try and stick one in close, give you an opportunity for a birdie. That's all you're asking for. Ga-young to mop up for her par. Park Ji-young's made 4 birdies today. That's a 4th bogey of the final round for year 1. Maybe, just maybe, it's a bridge too far now for her. Now Min Kyung coming into the 12th. Leads by 3 now, Park Ji-young. Coincidentally, the last time these three played together in the final round of a major championship, in the final group, no less, Park Ji-young, Lee Ga-young and Ye Won. That was at the KB Financial Group Star Championship last year at Blackstone in Incheon. And this lady left with a breakthrough major title. She's hoping history repeats itself, and it's certainly heading that way in 2024 at the Hanwha. It's just solid shot after solid shot for Park Ji-young. Like Yeomin just needs to start finding some fairways. He needs to start building that confidence back up again. That should be okay. Further up the hole, Yeomin's third. Must stay aggressive here. 7 holes left to play. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, good solid swing there from Ye Won. Finds the fairway. This one heading a little left for Dai Young, but will catch a piece of that fairway. Green Min Kyung across the entire breadth of the putting surface for birdie, and getting the pace a little off there.
가운데 기점이 어디야?
Ji Young, with that hybrid club off a slight downhill lie. Okay, gets it past the cross bunkers. Again, just placing the ball so well around Jade Palace. Exactly what you need to do if you want to win a major championship. Now, important putt for Hwang Yo-min's cause here. Trying to cut back into the lead of Park Ji-young, which currently stands at 3. Oh, brilliant effort, but just stays wide. Min Kyung to avoid back-to-back drop shots. The one on 11 isn't going to count as a 3-putt because she was just off the front edge of the green, but that putt has been getting quite the workout since she made the turn. Such a scrappy, gritty competitor. There's just no quit in her. Shot to 12. A little wide, but good distance control. Do a great job with the layup there. Really way to get this close is hit it short of the green. Try and bounce it up towards this front left pin. Talk about it at length this week. Coming out of the rough, just stymied with your options. Firm greens, no spin. It's tough to get to some of these tucked flags. Park Ji-young. Really wouldn't surprise me to see her stick this one close. It's just been so efficient. Every time she's crafted an opportunity for herself, she has capitalized. Bang on line, but just a little short. That's going to roll off the front edge of the green. Looked so good in the air to her. Just needed to cover that false front. Yeomin on 13, leaning like that one's a little right. It's going to stay on the green. Here. Do you want to try and stun it into the slope and have it tumble on? Or do you want to try and play a slightly more lofted shot, carry it further up the green, try and get it to check with the second or third bounce? For option B, but didn't get the check she was looking for. And, bit of a tester left for Park Ji-young to stay 3 ahead. Choi Min-kyung going with hybrid at 13, trying to slug it into this back left flag. Is it slinging? Oh, you bet it is. Yeah, pretty good shot there. The other one just needs something to start going her way. Tournament slipping through her grasp. It was a decent effort, but just a little tentative. Ga-young with Park Ji-young not exactly given for a par at this 12. There's a chance to maybe apply a little bit of pressure. Year one just lacked a little conviction. Interesting to see that Young's actually choosing to leave the flagstick in here. The studies have shown 99% of the time you are much better off taking the flagstick out, because in pretty much most circumstances it's more likely to hurt than help misstruck putts dropping in. This is a finicky read. Looks like it wants to move left off that little shoulder, but generally this putt plays pretty straight. It's not one you need to start outside of the cup. The other way. Well. Young makes her first bogey of this final round at 12. Still leads by 2 though. 6 to play. On 13, Yeomin. Great try. That'll be a cast iron par 3.
여기 안쪽은 어때?
그 이상은 볼 필요는 없어.
No better remedy for a couple of drop shots than bouncing back with a birdie at this long 13. That's what Choi Min Kyung's trying to do. Nowhere near it though for Choi.
방울 없어. 방울.
About 3 feet left for Choi Min Kyung's par up on 13 green. Keep the head stable here, no peeking. Well done. Also in for a 3. Guy will have the honour. Going with that hybrid. Swings looked a little loose today. Or looser than usual. Very much in the picture. Still 3 back. String a couple birdies together, you never know. Pretty decent given the circumstances. There's a glimmer of hope with Ji Young's drop shot at 12. She really must give herself better birdie opportunities than the ones that she's been having thus far. Aggressive with that, and she has been rewarded. Excellent tee shot from year 1. Now to 14, and Hwang Yoo-min going with driver. Couple of tee shots right. That one gonna find the right rough as well at 14, the side of one of her 2 bogeys yesterday's 3rd round. Now Park Ji-young. This pin calls for some kind of right to left shape. Seems to like it. Oh, what a response to her first drop shot of the day. Goes straight at it at the 13th. Ji-young looking very solid for a 3rd win of the season. She's 2 clear at the 2024 Hanwha Classic. was a very solid tee shot, but based on the responses from Ji Young in year one, it's going to be Guy Young first to putt for birdie at 13. Decent effort, solid par. One. Probably the best look at birdie she's had in the last 2 hours. What was coming so easily to her over the first 36 holes. Very different story since we hit the weekend.
밀려 내려갔다가 흙이 살짝 있는.
Ji Young. This one's coming uphill, so can afford to give this a decent run. Well, the second you think she's opened the door slightly with a bogey, she slams it right back in her challenger's faces. A brilliant birdie there at 13 restores Park Ji Young's lead to 3 shots. Downhill line with the ball below her feet. So Hwang Yoo-min on 14, playing to an elevated green, but that gets a nice friendly kick and releases on. A little further up the back nine. And this is a birdie putt. Finding the target there for Im Hee-jung. Took a double early in her round, but battling back inside the top 10 with that birdie.
자, 지금부터 핸드폰 수리하면 안 됩니다.
Jiyoung at 14, longest of the par 4s on the inward 9. He tilts a little from left to right as well, so can start this up the left. Just expect a little kick towards the right, but this one of concern. Oh, has that caught the fairway trap? Probably hoping it did. There's lots of nastiness to the right of that bunker.
안 나게 좀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Guyang still playing for a hefty amount of cash. There's a 300 million Korean won increase in prize purse this week for the Hanwha Classic, up to 1.7 billion won. That's nicely done. Oh, just into that kind of rough down the right. Gonna make that second shot a little awkward for Guyang.
실례하겠습니다. 아.
Finding her rhythm again off the tee, but is it too little too late for year one? Min. Putt certainly going to move from right to left, right around the midpoint of it. It should stay pretty straight once it gets past that little hump. Min Kyung. Birdie opportunity here to try and get back into a share of third. Yeah, putt's just not dropping for Choi. Good off the tee for Park Ji-young. Course management will come to the fore here. Looks too high to try to get this one on the green, so just going to be a layup for your championship leader. Get these very high lips around not just the green side but also the fairway traps at Jade Palace. So really in the lap of the gods if you do venture into the fairway bunkers. More often than not you're going to find yourself having to lay up. Caught that one a little heavy, but mission accomplished for Park Ji-young. Hong Jung-min ahead. This at the par 3 15, just coming off a couple of bogeys. That'll make her feel a little better. Back to 7 under par for Hong Jung-min. Nice bounce back there. Just trickled into that right rough, but with the back right pin, not too penal. She's got enough of a clean look at the back of the ball where she'll be able to fly this maybe a third of the way onto the green and just trust that there's going to be a little bit of release coming in with a longer club. Taking a pretty long time over this one. Not doing wonders for pace of play, it has to be said. Wasn't worth the wait for Lee. Year one. Left edge of the fairway. Good flat lie here. Can attack with a 5-iron. It just wipes another one out right. Body language not positive at all for year one, and can you blame her? This major title slipping through her grasp. Ji-young. Bringing up a slight elevation to this raised green at 14, but I think the shot to play here is some kind of mid-flighted wedge. Try and keep the ball flight down. One hop and stop. Out of that one, just a bit of a tug for Park. And again, she's done the right thing. She's missed it. the correct side. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Again, she has that luxury with a 3-shot cushion. Should be a fairly straightforward pitch for Lee Ga-young from the front edge of this 14th green. I have to say that's a little clumsy there. Was not a complicated pitch shot at all. Now to 15T. And Hwang Yeo-min at this 160-meter par 3. So she's been getting stuck a couple of times. Just leaving that club behind her, not being able to get around fully. As a result, leaking a couple of shots out right. Challenge of Hwang Yeo-min faltering just over the course of this back nine. Hasn't picked up a birdie since the 5th. Yeo-on. That cavernous bunker to the right hand side of 14 green. No room to work with whatsoever here. Played a wonderful shot. Great touch there from Yewon. Choi Min Kyung. Should be a 6-iron as well for Choi. Going with 5, but looks like this one's tugged well left. Scampers through the back of the green, but that's a slightly easier spot than the putt that Hwang Yo-min's left herself from the right edge of the putting surface. Now back to 14 and Ji Young. Just a little 2-putt par. Keep the lead at 3. Looks so calm all day long. Nothing has fazed her. Oh, that was a putt for par. I'd forgotten she'd found that fairway bunker. Needs just 2. Again, 4 holes to go as Lee Kai-young looks to tidy up for par here. After a bit of a clumsy pitch up. Min Kyung, pretty straightforward, just all uphill from here. Both playing partners dropping shots on 14. Yewon has this to avoid a similar fate. Great up and down from a tricky spot there for Yewon. So Hwang Yo-min back to within 2 again after Ji Young's drop shot. Getting the pace of that putt badly wrong there. So hard to convince yourself to take a big enough swipe at it.
나이스 파.
오빠
아마
아이 들어가 그것도
이게 그늘이야?
A bit of a wait for the final group back on 15T as Hwang Yo-min sizes up this very important par-saving putt. Looks from left to right. She will have to start this at least a ball outside left edge. Just wasn't committed to that. You could see the lack of acceleration into impact. It's the 3-putt for Hwang Yo-min. in as we got to Im Hee-jung at the par 5 18th. Third shot. The former Korean Women's Open champion. That end her week at 5 under par and set. That is a target from the clubhouse. Choi Min Kyung. Par. Share of third now with Ga Young. Similar to the par 3 13th. Really trying to shape one in from right to left here at 15. The straightest uphill putt you can leave yourself is from just past the pin. You're on with 6 iron. Again, that's not bad there. Location very similar to where it was for Thursday's opening round, tucked behind that left-hand bunker. Young also going with 6. That's pretty good there. Stay up on that shelf. Yep, it will. Leaning like this one's out a little left. Oh, excellent. Bold line off the tee. So have a look. Hee-jung for a birdie on 18. Oh my goodness, how many different directions did that ball move? Right to left early, tried to come back at the end, and then just went left again at the cup. Still a good tournament for Im Hee-jung, despite a bit of a disappointing weekend. Her first top 10 in a major championship in 1.5 years. Choi Min Kyung. 3 holes left to play. Tee shot at the narrow 16th. It's just heading up the left edge of the fairway. Is it going to grab a piece? Ooh, just. An Song-hee, one of your 3 opening round co-leaders, up on the 16th green. He's had a bit of a poor third, bit of a poor final round, and that's a birdie, taking her back to 4 under. Never a bad time to find a first birdie of the day. Moves it back inside the top 10. Yeoman solo second right now, and just going for a position here with hybrid off the tee. So, yeah, one chip that she can attack uphill all the way, as we saw from Choi Min Kyung's earlier. Little bonus birdie on this hole yesterday. Lightning doesn't strike twice, unfortunately, for Yewon Sunday afternoon. Only a par.
그냥 편하게 들어가도 돼.
이현 파이팅!
A putt that is predominantly working uphill for Park Ji-young. Should move a little left the first third of this putt. And then as it loses pace working up towards the hole, it should start turning back towards the right. Asking for that to go, and yeah, just about stretches inside of 3 feet.
근데 여기 사도 돼?
Guaranteed par 3.
아, 그래? 여기 사도 돼. 그러면 우측으로 하면 안 돼. 이쪽으로? 네. 여기 좀 소리가 났어. 이쪽에서 밀게.
Yeoman got 7-9 here on 16, pulled it left of the green yesterday, leading to a bogey. Just covers the front edge of the bunker, and this one's going to take that slope. Good shot. Young's birdie effort on 15, just wandering a little right. Still, it's going to be a good tournament for Lee Guy-young. Getting more and more comfortable on the major stage. Held the 54-hole lead going into Sunday at Blackstone last year at the KB Financial Group Star Championship. It's just a case of being used to the pressure, all that comes with it. A major championship Sunday. I was talking about major championships. What's developing at the AIG Women's British Open at St Andrews. Tough conditions on Saturday. Who else but former world number 1 South Korean star Shin Ji-ai leading going into today's final round at the home of golf, looking for a 3rd AIG Women's British Open crown. Plays pretty much exclusively on the JLPGA Tour just across the North Sea now. Surprised many by that decision, deciding to retire from the LPGA Tour, just play the majors, concentrate fully in the land of the rising sun. She's got a chance to pick up yet another major title. That's going to be a terrific watch. Certainly very exciting times for fans here in South Korea and her ardent fan group in Japan as well. Wishing Shin Ji-ai the best of luck. She'll tee off in a couple of hours' time. 3 holes to play for your final group. It's Ji Young, 3 clear of Yo Min, 4 ahead of Yewon, Min Kyung, and Lee Guy-young. Finding more fairways this back 9, year 1. Fortunately for just too little too late. Had ambitions of crossing the 1 billion Korean won single season earnings mark with a victory here at the Hanwha. I think she's going to get there eventually this year, especially after those 3 victories. Park Ji-young. She's going to get up to 900 million won for the year with a win here. Still has to keep her focus. 3 holes to play with a 3-shot lead. Still got to just plod your way around. Avoid the big mistakes. Looks like she slipped there. But not even that can put her off. Young's tugged this left, has not liked the 16th hole. She's played it to over par for the week, and yikes, that is into some serious trouble now for Lee Ga-young. Park In-kyung not going to make it a 3rd major title this week. And the way that things are shaping up on the leaderboard, she should hang on to the top spot on the money list and the points list for another week. Might even end with a birdie and a top 10 finish. Lovely shot there on 18 for Hyun-kyung. Putt for Hwang Yo-min. Birdie opportunity at 16 to get back within 2. Got it. Finally picks up another birdie. Hwang Yo-min trying to keep things interesting. Trails by 2 with 2 to play. She knew how important that putt was. Look at that reaction. Decent pace on that from Hong Jung-min. Sixth at the moment is the former match play champion. Lady that lost in the finals of the match play championship year 1. Just hanging out the fairway. Lots of the adventures of Lee Ga-young, and oh my goodness, that is a world of trouble. Got to play this one lefty. Branches in her way. The rock's going to make it impossible for her to take a normal stance. So again, some poor driving costing Lee Ga-young on this back 9. Sort of try to get this one back out and play in the fairway if possible. But all things considered, Maybe considering taking a drop, taking unplayable, but I don't see the benefit of that. It's just an expensive, wayward tee shot for Guy Young. Done well there. One just going to play some ready golf here. Set to go. Just want to carry that front bunker. Pitch it on the slope. Should feed a little right towards the pin. Well, missed that slope entirely, and now that's going to be a lightning quick chip. The wrong side of 16 green. Back to Hanwha on the charge. Important fairway to find, 17 with the back left flag today. Guy Young not out of the woods yet. Almost impossible to get this within 15 feet. Ball below her feet. Thick rough. Coming uphill and over that deep front bunker that you cannot afford to go into. Happily take a 5 from here. Promise you that. There's always going to be the likelihood going long. Ji Young once again couldn't walk out and place that tee shot in a better spot. Not much club in hand. This 16th. For slight upslope as well. So she's going to get good height on this approach. Tugs it just a touch. It's going to be a quick putt, but nothing too crazy. Guy Young's fourth into 16. Doesn't have to take on that right slope. Just try and take a more direct line with a bump and run. Keep going. Really does play that low running shot very well. Guy Young should be able to contain the damage to the bare minimum at the par 4 as we go up to Park Yoon-kyung's final stroke of this championship. A birdie to end at 4 under par alongside her great friend Im Hee-jong. And a share of 7th. Park Yoon-kyung will stay top of the money list at the end of this week. Yeah, one got a place with an open club face and need to carry this at least foot onto the green. Took a little wobble, had a peek at it, but pretty well played from Yawon. Got to be thinking birdie here, Hwang Yo-min. A solid tee shot down the correct side of 17 fairway has given her the ideal angle to try and attack this pin. Unlucky, that pitch really soft. Was expecting a bigger first hop. Young, don't expect this putt to be approaching the hole with too much speed. Very much a trickle it on down, and if it drops, great. If it doesn't, take your par. Thank you very much. So take a par. Thank you very much. Guy Young poised to drop a shot. Yawon would find herself all alone in third place. If this one misses, goodness me, she's going to find herself in a four-way tie for third. Huge amount of money and points on the line here for Yawon. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Where did it all go wrong? EA1. If Park Ji-young can believe it, goodness. Guy Young for bogey.
이현 화이팅!
I'd given this to Park Ji-young. Really don't expect her to blink here. She knows what she's doing. Not going to get ahead of herself.
나이스 파!
안녕하세요.
Yeoman. Gotta give this one a run. It was left to right. Pretty flat. Just a little too far outside the left edge. Is that maybe her last opportunity to keep her name relevant in this contest? Sliding by the wayside.
바람 안 봐도 되고 미세하게 보면 뭐.
Realistically, you have to say she's 5 solid swings away from putting the icing on the cake here. Park Ji-young, last real potentially problematic hole. It's her next port of call, this 17th. And the bunkers on the left are a no-go. It's a narrow fairway to hit, so I wouldn't be surprised to see this one just stray into the right rough. Starting up the middle with a tight draw, and talk about putting on a ball striking clinic. And that is excellent. Park Ji-young. Is that right miss back? Just into the right rough for one, but certainly something is up technically which she will need to address over the next couple of days before the tour gets back underway at the KGE Daily Ladies Open at Sunning Point next week. Yeoman ahead on the green to go into the 72nd hole, 10 under. Oh dear. My word. What happened there? Didn't look like a bad stroke. I just don't think she read that right. There was a little bit of right to left in it. Just all played it straight. That's just made Park Ji-young's life that much easier. Still, she's got a sizable gap to the quartet back at 7 under par. And that's going to bother her for a while, Hwang Hyo-min. Second 3-putt of this back 9 proving rather costly. Jumping in. Fiddly one on 18. Nicely negotiated.
잘생겨서 가지고 한번 먹으면 그러니까 저희도 여러 시 나오는 건 헛발바닥에가 바로 세이브하고 소원에 수집한 따라 한 5m? 한 5m 되는 걸로 수집한 따라
Tumbly looking lie for year one in this right hand rough. Really no sense in going at this flag with that deep left hand trap to clear. Sort of forced to play out towards the TV tower. Even if she lands this short of the green, with the way that this ball's going to react coming out of this thick stuff, it's going to have some release. Could still pretty much end up over the back of that right edge. I wasn't even good enough to try and get it any further up than that, but well, that's the smart shot for year one. Look at the putt she's left herself. That's going to be nasty. Now Guy Young off the upslope, so can start it at the TV tower, bring it in with a draw. Oh, unlucky, takes a bit of a kick right instead of kicking straight on, but still, that's pretty solid. Park Ji-young setting this one up down the right half of the green. Rock solid. Absolutely no point in going at that flag. One hand on the trophy. So, Park Ji-young, she has certainly earned it. 28-year-old. An Song-hee's bid for a closing birdie. Well done there, An Song-hee. Tough all day at the office, 74 to close, but she'll join the group at 4 under in a share of 7th. Back on the tee, Hwang Yo-min. Wind's gone out of the sails slightly after that 3-putt. Bit of a lonely race for her right now. Too far back to catch Park Ji-young. Far enough ahead of the group at 7 under, where runner-up honors really shouldn't be a challenge at all for Hwang. She's heading for her best ever result in a major.
여기도 투원치기. 투원.
Jung-min in the house at 7 under. Nice tournament for her. Really good, solid and consistent performance for her. 3 straight rounds of 71 to end after opening up with a 68 on Thursday. More likely to 3-putt this than 2-putt it, than 1-putt it, I should say, for year 1. Someone's got to ride the left fringe of the green as it comes up and over that hump. It'll really start to pick up pace in the last 20 feet as it works downhill towards the hole. The line on it, but it's another tester for a player who certainly has been tested today. That doesn't go. It's going to be 6th bogey of the afternoon. He is spending some cash this Sunday. Park Ji-young, again, just about pace here. The luxury of that comfortable lead. Just thinking 2-putt. Goes a little to her right as we get near the cup. Lovely stuff indeed. That'll do for Park.
끝 쏘다 딱 왼쪽 같이.
괜찮아, 좋아.
Yeoman is laying it up from 266 at this 3-shot hole. So, Guy Young. Birdie here could be worth a pretty penny for Lee. He's got a chance. Ooh, great effort. Mentioned that really hot start she had to the year. No miscuts this season for Lee. Just one top 10 in her last 7 starts. Had finished outside the top 40 in each of the last 3 weeks in the KLPGA Tour. And that bogey drops her back down into solo 6th. It's been tough to watch this Sunday. The 21-year-old. Look at that. 5 over par. Having started the day with a 2-shot lead.
알겠습니다.
Okay. No mistake for Guy Young. Miscut last week at the Heaven Masters. Far from her mind right now. Enjoying a share of third with Choi Min Kyung and Hong Jung-min, who's already in the clubhouse now. Come on, Yeomin. It's not to be your week, but you can certainly end on a positive note. It's her third to the 72nd hole. Yeah, good shot there. Eerily similar to the way she closed out her round yesterday. Wang Yeomin, couple of late bogeys, ultimately proving costly. Park Ji-young will certainly be able to enjoy the walk up this final hole. Second major title, a third win of the year. Pretty much in the bag for Park.
근데 뒤에 좀 잘 보는 곳에 주차해 주시고 들어가시면 됩니다. 이제 안 하겠죠? 잠시만요. 우리 겉에 택시 내주시면.
Choi Min Kyung. Wait for a breakthrough KLPGA Tour title. Will go on for her. Up and down here in 18. Will be good enough for a share of third at this stage anyway.
예, 불 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 멈춰주세요. 네, 하겠습니다.
If Guy Young has anything to say about it, birdie here would be worth third on her own, and just like this 18th hole, you can see there, birdied it every single day so far.
Rules are binding, but there's so much more. This little school's just a race, but I can tell by your grace, history will one day know your face. 'Cause you got the wit and you got the drive. You hold the whole world between your eyes. Oh, it's so easy to see. Just don't forget about me. You could sail to the moon, make it snow in mid-June. Oh, there's nothing that you couldn't do. You probably got me all wrong. If I could just tag along, I'd be a man you could hang your hat on. 'Cause you got the world in the palm of your fist. You could move mountaintops with the
그냥 완전 그
Yungina birdied this hole yesterday for 65. It's just going to be a par today for rather disappointing closing round of 76. Yeoman. Of course, when it doesn't really matter, the putts usually drop. Oh, it's a nice week for Hwang Yeomin. It's a 70, all is said and done. A bit of a disappointing back nine performance, but she'll enjoy a runner-up finish in this Hanwha Classic and certainly move up a couple of spots on the money list. One both leaving it handy down the fairway with their layups on the last. Choi Min Kyung to stay in a share of third. Okay, that's very well holed for Choi Min Kyung. That's her best ever performance in a KLPGA major. It's all about this lady, Park Ji-young. Such a comfortable position to be in, leading by two, coming up the closing par 5. It's away from her 10th KLPGA Tour victory. Everything on the green, and Park Ji-young should allow herself a little wry smile. She has been absolutely stunning this weekend. Why not? Why not, Park Ji-young? Do it in style. Not for the first time this week, an absolute dart right at it. Thing of beauty, this. Look at that. Perfect number for her. Takes dead aim. The shot of a champion. Pretty good there from year one. And that for a share of third. It's been an expensive weekend for the 21-year-old reigning player of the year. Guy Young, party here. Pinches a couple pennies from the pockets of Hong Jung-min and Choi Min-kyung. Just a little deep for Lee Ga-young.
이제 마지막 선수를 소개해드리겠습니다. 여러분들 큰 박수로 마지막 선수를 맞아주시길 바라겠습니다. 먼저 수업 통산 6승 시즌 3승 받은 이영호 선수입니다. 수업 통산 2승 올 시즌 우승을 하려고 있는 이영호 선수입니다. 마지막으로 KLPGA 통산 9승 시즌 3승 마지막에 박지영 선수입니다.
Choice of club for Lee Ga-young. It is the percentage play, looking to putt it, but the ball's going to come through quite a bit of unpredictable, bumpy fringe first before it gets on the green. Great effort. She's going to share third, Lee Ga-young. For a major breakthrough goes on for the always popular 25-year-old Ga-young. be a nice consolation this for year one. Birdie today coming at the par 4 second. This to join Da Young, Min Kyung and Jung Min at 7 under. And that pretty much sums up her week. A weekend, I should say. 12 under through 36 holes, 73, 77 on the weekend. Year one goes from top of the shop to solo 6, but the stage now clear for Park Ji-young to claim a second major championship title and cross $1 billion in earnings for 2024. Park prevails. She's our champion here at the Hanwha Classic. 20th different champion of the Hanwha Classic. He picks up a 3rd win of the season, goes to the top of the money list. She'll move up a couple of spots on the points list as well. And that is a welcome shower for Park Ji-young. It's been a warm day, she's kept her cool, and she has played some seriously impressive golf. 67, 68 on the weekend, no one was better than the now 10-time champion. There's Park Hyun-kyung, ready to congratulate her dear friend. What can you say? She's gone from being one of those solid players week in, week out on the KLPGA Tour to, well, now 2-time major champion. She will add the 2024 Hanwha Classic to her Star Championship in Blackstone last year, a tournament which she will defend next month when the tour returns to Blackstone. The moment that sealed victory for Park Ji-young. The 28-year-old now joins the exclusive 10 wins or more club. And we really couldn't be happier for her. Stunning stuff from Park. More from Jade Palace when we come back.
아니 제대로 못 뿌렸어요. 못 뿌렸어. 야, 너무 차가워. 준비됐어. 됐어요? 응. 544, 423, 344, 436, 253, 444. 응.
예원아, 너도 볼까? 634, 534, 355, 455, 343, 555. 그래도 다행히 많이 걷지는.
괜찮은데? 아, 안녕하세요. 감사합니다.
여러분, 오늘 경기 모두 마무리가 되고요. 지금 마지막 조 선수들 스코어카드를 제출하고 있습니다. 방송사 인터뷰 이후에 시상식이 진행될 예정입니다. 여러분, 잠시만 기다려주시면 감사하겠습니다.
373774. 지역번호 333568 맞으세요?
네, 4개.
수고하셨습니다.
감사합니다.
수고하셨습니다.
아, 축하합니다.
원쌤.
사진 찍어야죠.
원쌤 저기 있어. 비타민 안에 있어? 네.
감사합니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 감사합니다. 네, 저의 이런 통산 10번째 우승을 또 제가 정말 은퇴하기 전에 꼭 우승하고 싶었던 대회가 한화 클래식이었는데 이 메이저 대회에서 또 우승을 할 수 있어서 너무나 기분이 좋고요. 아직까지 실감이 나질 않는데 집에 가면 실감이 날 것 같은데요. 이 꿈이 깨지지 않았으면 좋겠습니다. 감사합니다. 네. 솔직히 체력적으로 좀 힘들어서 계속 타이밍이 어긋나고 있었던 게 느껴졌었는데요. 그래서 조금 더 최대한 템포를 좀 늦춰서 천천히 치자라고만 생각을 했는데 다행히 그래도 잘 맞아 떨어져서 많이 잃지는 않고 좀 퍼터도 잘 되다 보니까 괜찮았던 것 같아요. 네. 아니요. 사실 그런 부분이 신경 쓰였진 않았고요. 오히려 이가영 선수랑 뭐 이혜원 선수 둘 다 너무나 친한 선수이기 때문에 굉장히 오늘 챔피언조 느낌이 많이 안 날 정도로 굉장히 말도 많이 하고 되게 즐겁게 쳤던 것 같아요. 제가 많이 느끼기에는 티샷의 정확성도 많이 높아지기도 했는데요. 작년보다 가장 큰 거는 비거리가 많이 늘었다 보니까 조금 작년에 비해서 거의 한 클럽 반 정도 짧게 치는 플레이를 할 수 있어서 스코어를 줄일 수 있는데 많은 도움을 줬던 것 같아요. 네. 앞으로 또 다다음 주에 저희 디펜딩 챔피언으로 나가는 KB 챔피언십도 있지만 남은 하반기 대회에도 열심히 해서 메이저 대회를 또 한 번 우승하고 싶고요. 다른 대회에서도 꼭 많은 우승을 하고 싶습니다. 네, 감사합니다. 네, 감사합니다.
Well, the chasing pack knew they needed fast starts to try and get close to year one. Nobody got off to a hotter start than Hwang Yo-min, who was absolutely flying early doors. That was her third birdie in her first 5 holes. And then Park Ji-young would start to make her move as well. There's an excellent approach into the 6th. Go on to make birdie there. And that's the 8th. Well, year one, we find some problems here. Tee shot out wide right. Bouncing off the cart path and into all sorts of trouble. Did well to try to extricate herself from that situation with limited damage done. A terrific bogey-saving putt. Maybe just giving her a glimmer of hope that if she could just hang in there, just find a couple of birdies, she could still yet turn the tide, but unfortunately that wasn't to be the case. And a wayward tee shot on 9, and a par putt that simply refused to go. And then at the 10th, Choi Min Kyung playing in the penultimate group after a 1 under par front 9. Laid it up off the tee and proved that sometimes the conservative play yields birdies too. That got her within 2. Kai Young in the final group would also find a birdie here. 7, Park Ji-young from long range started to get her foot on the gas pedal. She'd go on to add another at the 13th. Nice rebound from her bogey at 12. 15, Hong Jung-min started off nicely with a couple of early birdies, bogeyed 11 and 14 to fall back to even for the day. This was her third and final birdie of her round. 7 under par, good enough for a share of 7th for Hong Jung-min. At 16, Hwang Yo-min tried to keep things interesting. She faltered a little on the back nine with bogeys at 11 and 15, but an excellent shot here at 16. Great use of the contours of the green. Set up a birdie opportunity, which she would grasp with both hands. And then on 17, the tiniest of misses effectively ended her already slim chances of walking away with the Hanwha Classic title. She would finish strong though. Nice wedge to here. And a birdie for Hwang Yo-min. And solo second. Her best result in a KLPGA Tour major. Closing round of 70 for the former top-ranked amateur in world golf. But Park Ji-young would end her championship in brilliant fashion. A stuck wedge. A tap-in for birdie. A closing round of 68. A 10th KLPGA Tour title. And the Hanwha Classic of 2024 heading the way of the always popular Park Ji-young.
바로 시작해 보겠습니다. 한화 클래식 2024 영광의 주인공입니다. 우승 상금 3억 600만 원의 주인공. 박지영 프로입니다. 여러분 뜨거운 박수 보내주십시오. 벌써 올 시즌 3승을 달성한 박지영 선수입니다. 시상에는 본대회 대회장이신 한화솔루션 이구영 사장님, 김순희 수석 부회장님께서 수고해 주시겠습니다. 자, 먼저 우승 자켓과 트로피를 전달하겠습니다. 전달해 주시죠. 하나만의 끝납니다는 주황 색깔 우승 자켓 전달하겠습니다. 그리고 이제 트로피가 굉장히 무겁거든요. 잘 전달해 주시죠. 오늘 우승 트로피가 전달됩니다. 잘 마무리가 됐고요. 자, 이어서 국내 최고 상금, 우승 상금 3억 600만 원 시상권가 전달하겠습니다. 여러분 박수 부탁드립니다.
자, 앞에 주세요. 네, 앞에 주세요. 네.
이어서 한국여자 프로골프 김순희 수석 부회장님께서 우승자 부상과 꽃다발 전달을 진행해 주시겠습니다. 부상으로는 태고웨어 시계와 500만 원 상당 라우라 오베이 리조트 이용권이 전달되겠습니다. 네, 꽃다발까지 같이 전달해 드리고 있습니다. 여러분 다시 한번 박수 보내주시죠.
자, 앞에 주세요. 네. 감사합니다.
시즌 3승을 달성한 박지영 선수 다시 한번 축하드리겠습니다. 자, 그리고 여기서 끝이 아닙니다. 한화 클래식 2024 작년에 이어서 올해도 아주 특별한 순서를 마련했는데요. 오늘 대회에서 우승을 차지한 박지영 프로와 한화 클래식 이름으로 한화그룹의 친환경 사회 공헌 사업인 한화 100년의 숲과 함께할 에코트리를 전달하는 순서를 갖도록 하겠습니다. 시상은 이부영 사장님께서 도와주시겠습니다. 이부영 사장님께서 에코트리를 전달하시겠습니다. 한화그룹은 2018년부터 한화 리조트 양평사업자 일대에 무려 270만 평 규모의 숲을 조성하는 한화 100년의 숲을 만들어가고 있는데요. 2018년부터 2027년까지 10년간 묘목을 짓고 10년 이후부터 부지 관리하며 지속 가능한 울창하고 아름다운 숲을 조성하는 이 사업을 통해 한화그룹은 기후변화와 환경 문제를 공감하고 친환경 탄소 중립에 앞장서 나갈 것입니다. 네, 이렇게 에코트리 잘 전달이 됐습니다. 다시 한번 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 다시 한번 모두 축하드리고요. 자, 이제 오늘 함께해 주신 선수 여러분들과 함께 기념사진 촬영 진행을 하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 앞으로 선수들 다 나와주시면 감사하겠습니다.
한 분만 찍고 네, 됐습니다. 자, 앞에 오세요.
Well, many congratulations, Park Ji-young, our champion here at the Hanwha Classic. It's been another unforgettable week at Jade Palace. Many congratulations to all the team involved in bringing us this fantastic championship. That's all the time we have for this week on the KLPGA Tour. Join us next week from the KGE Daily Ladies Open at Sunning Point Golf Club. Hope to see you then. Until then, this is Timothy Lowe saying have a wonderful Sunday and goodbye for now.